Dandavas, beautiful devotees of the Lord, welcome to another class of Sri Govinda Mela 2025. So, we're going to start a class called Open Mic for Community. Traditionally, we do that at night. We have a projector, but we're going to wing it for the morning, for the afternoon show. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show something that Soquel had worked this year to promote Krishna consciousness and Srila Gurudev. And I will tag someone that I know that something to share as well, what their community are working or have been working the last year. So let me start, and I will give a heads up. Madre, tú vienes después a decir que pasa en México ahora, que va a pasar en México ahora, ¿sí? Voy a hablar un momento y ya te llamo y nos dice... Próximo. Ahora, en 3 minutos, ¿sí? Vale. Okay, so, dear devotees, we want to share with you a preaching program that Soquel Seva Ashram did this year for the second time. The event is called Veg Fest. It is one of the biggest events here in our town. The previous editions were like 5,000 people. I don't know how many people came this year, but I know Madhava was there. And we had a booth where we could show all the wonderful things of formation. And one of the things we did was we create a cookbook. It was a preaching cookbook, and it's the second one we do. The first one we did with Sureshwari's recipe. And this year we had beautiful Madhu Chanda recipe, and we had a special cookbook with her recipe. And we made it in Spanish and in English, so it was really cool. And these are the posters that we had in our booth. So we had a really big booth that we got for free from the organizers. So we show our publications, we show our beautiful Seva Ashram, and the Mahamantra and our spiritual masters. And all this material, once again, was donated by Cabrillo University. So we had the Mahamantra, and we had, let's see, what else? The kids program, beautiful kids program that Vaidehi Norman puts every single weekend here in the ashram. Chant the Mahamantra and be happy. And the main goal for that program was, of course, to invite people to come to the ashram, to our Sunday program where we could make a feast for them. And we had some steady people coming, donating. It was a really beautiful program. And we had Srila Janardhan Maharaj giving a class. And we also opened the event in the main stage. So we did a Mahamantra session. Everybody was dancing with Bimala. We had our community came and Abba cooked for everybody. And suddenly, right Abba? And suddenly, we were distributing ladus and lemonade. We brought 1,000 ladus that Sanatani made. And we distribute a lot of lemonade that Vrinda made. And Abba made poha. And we had a big restaurant, and all Vaishnavas sit, and everybody, can I join this restaurant? This is so cool. And it was super, super special. It was a beautiful event. And Vaidehi Normand, she was in charge of the whole kids' activities for the whole event. She was promoted as the main kids entertainer of the event. And we had Jairam Prabhu, Arun Krishna Prabhu, Vaidehi Amar, Kalindi. Who else came? You came, Prabhu, right? Ajita Krishna. You came to Veg Fest? Oh, you were out of town, yeah. Sushila and Damodar came. We have a lot of devotees. that came and honored us, and was really a family event that we could preach together. Was very, very inspiring. So with that, I want to pass the mic. I want to tag Madhuchanda Devi to tell us what's going to happen in Mexico soon. Te traduzco. Después pueden venir a venir a decir lo que quieres. Después de este, tenemos que decir quién va a venir después. Le digo para allá. Sí.
Bueno, me está invitando Ananda Mai para decirles lo que va a suceder en México dentro de unos pocos días. Tuyo.
Tuyo. Lo mío, lo mío. Ananda Moy is inviting me to share with you what's about to happen in Mexico in the very next days.
Su Divina Gracia, Srila Bhakti Tilak Nirija Maharaj, está viniendo a México por la gracia de Srila Ashram Maharaj.
His Divine Grace, Srila Bhakti Tilak Nirija Maharaj, is coming to Mexico by the grace of his Divine Grace of Srila Bhakti Kushun Ashram Maharaj.
Y de alguna manera esta es una invitación para todos ustedes, porque Srila Bhakti Kushun Ashram Maharaj está trabajando muchísimo para que todos puedan asistir en esta primera gira internacional de Srila Bhakti Nirija Maharaj.
And it would be so nice of you, of all of you, if you could come and be part of that, because Srila Bhakti Kushanasha Maharaj, it's working exhaustively to really bring it this amazing first world tour, our first international trip from Srila Nirija Maharaj.
De hecho, solamente nos tocaban unos cuantos días, pero Srila Ashram Maharaj peleó para que Nirija Maharaj estuviera más días en la República Mexicana. Va a estar en 3 comunidades.
Initially, Srila Nirija Maharaj was coming for like a weekend or a week, and then Srila Ashram Maharaj really begged him, you have to stay longer. Our community is really big and really eager to be with you, so he's gonna travel to 3 different communities within Mexico.
No nada más ha organizado todo el programa que se va a llevar a cabo en las 3 comunidades que son Ticul, Veracruz y Guadalajara, sino que también ha luchado mucho por conseguir todos los papeles para que le puedan dar su visa mexicana en India. Han ido y venido papeles India-México, y él ha estado al frente de eso.
And then, so Shri Govinda Mela ki jai. So Srila Ashram Maharaj is really working hard not only to organize the reception in these 3 communities, but also in the backstage of creating a paper trail that will allow Maharaj to have his visa in Mexico as a dignitary, not a visa, a tourist visa, but a dignitary as he is. So it's been months and months of paperwork between Mexico and India.
Estamos haciendo los programas con unas fechas establecidas, aún sabiendo que a lo mejor él no puede venir en esas fechas determinadas. Y eso nos recuerda cuando Srila Govinda Maharaj venía de Morelia, de Estados Unidos, y aquí de Soquel, California, hacia Morelia, él estaba muy enfermo y no podía ir a México, pero Srila Ashram Maharaj, quien estaba aquí, peleó mucho para que fuera, a pesar de que nadie de ustedes quería que fuera a México por la salud de él.
Sí. And then one thing that's happening is like the papers are being drawn, written, stamped, but we don't know still for sure if Maharaj will manage to come the days that they set for these communities. So this reminds her of the time that when Srila Govinda Maharaj was staying here in Soquel Ashram, and his divine health was not great, but yet Srila Ashram Maharaj asked him to come to Mexico, and even without confirmation, the whole community started to make practical arrangements for his arrival and organizing funds, organizing the community to properly receive him with a leap of faith. So that's what we are having now.
Y nosotros estábamos organizando todo en un hotel para que nos quedáramos todos los devotos y ahí se llevara a cabo esa visita de Srila Govinda Maharaj. Y desde aquí, desde Soquel, California, Ashram Maharaj nos decía, hagan como que sí va, ustedes tengan el sentimiento de que sí va a estar esos días. Y así fue.
Even that they were working hard to make all the arrangements for Srila Govinda Maharaj to go to Mexico without any confirmation. He said, do it for the faith of the service. Put your energy now without knowing that the service will manifest, but put heart on it. And she said, by that and Srila Govinda Maharaj's grace, that happened. Srila Gurudeva went to Mexico.
Y en esta ocasión en que Srila Bhakti Tilak Nirija Maharaj nos va a visitar, estamos también seguros de que esas fechas se van a llevar a cabo todos estos días de su visita, porque Srila Ashram Maharaj así lo está deseando.
We are certain that even though it's not written in paper and stamped, that he will be able to attend these days, Srila Ashram Maharaj is very confident that is going to happen. And because that's the desire of Srila Ashram Maharaj, that will be manifested.
Todavía no tenemos los boletos para él, pero sabemos que esas fechas va a estar con nosotros.
She said, we didn't buy the ticket yet, but we are very sure that he will come on those days.
Y eso es muy pronto. El 23 de julio va a llegar a la Ciudad de México y se va a trasladar hacia Tikul, en donde está construyendo ese divino templo y bellísimo Srila Bhakti Kusana Ashram Maharaj. Es su primer lugar donde llega a México. Va a estar 23, 24, 25, 26 y 27.
We are talking about really, really soon, because the arrival date of Srila Nirija Maharaj in Mexico, it is the 23rd of July, really, next week. And then he's gonna go probably he arrives in Mexico City, and then he goes straight to Tikul in Merida, where Srila Ashram Maharaj is building the most beautiful temple in Mexico, and then he's gonna stay there from the 23rd to the 26, 27.
23.
De 23 hasta
27.
23rd to the 27th of July.
Y el 28 llega a Veracruz y se está 28, 29, 30, 31, día primero, y el 2 sale rumbo a Guadalajara, donde Srila Bhakti Pavan Janardana Maharaj preside su templo.
And then the next step of Srila Nirija Maharaj in Mexico, it will be on the 28th. He goes to Madhuchanda Temple in very beautiful Veracruz, and he's going to stay there from the 28th to the 2nd of August. And then from there, he's going to Guadalajara, where a temple that Srila Bhakti Pavan Janardana Maharaj presides in Mexico.
Entonces, de alguna manera, esta es una invitación porque Srila Bhakti Kusana Ashram Maharaj está muy feliz cuando llegan todos los devotos de Soquel, California, y de muchas partes del mundo, ¿no? Entonces, ¿por qué no hacerlo feliz? Si eso es lo que queremos, ¿no? Hacer feliz el corazón de un Vaishnava.
So she's. I will translate and I open for the question if you bear with me. So she's saying that this is really a big open invitation for all devotees to come, because this is the desire in the Vaishnava hearts, especially of Srila Bhakti Pavanjanada Maharaj, and we are here exclusively to make his desires true. That's our seva. Hay una demanda,
Sí.
hay una pregunta. Yes?
¿Cuántos días se va a
¿Cuánto
estar
tiempo tenemos, hace cuántos años tenemos el templo de Guadalajara?
Si nosotros tenemos 18, 20, como 30 años.
30 years.
Más o menos, no lo recuerdo ahorita.
30 years.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't remember.
Yeah. About
Yes.
30 years. Oh, it's small, but a beautiful temple in Guadalajara. Yeah, beautiful deities too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Así es que los esperamos. Los esperamos a todos, vaya. Tú ve.
And she's saying that's our humble
Ramachandra,
hobo.
muchísimas gracias por la invitación y por compartir pues esta primera gira de Srila Bhakti Tilak Nirija Maharaj, y como les dije hace un momentito, para complacer ese corazón de Srila Bhakti Kushunashram Maharaj.
So you're more than invited, and thank you so much for spreading the word that we're going to have this first international trip from Srila Nirija Maharaj, and we hope you'll be there. Padre, where he's going? ¿Dónde va después de México?
Va a Colombia.
Va a Colombia. So after Mexico, Srila Nirija Maharaj is going to Colombia as
Ecuador.
well, in Ecuador as well.
Y están luchando porque llegue a Venezuela, pero están en eso. Pero están también, pues, todo el deseo de Sadhu Maharaj para que a Venezuela también llegue.
And they're working really hard to bring him to Venezuela. It's pending right now. We will see.
Ok, muchísimas gracias. Gracias por la invitación. Vaidehi se fue.
Vaidehi se fue. Haridev Prabhu, come here. We are going to tag you to tell us what's going on in the Utah temple. Which preaching programs happen there? Can you share a little bit with us? Thank you. Jai Shri Madhu Chanda Devi ki Jai. I don't speak Utah, guys. Braja Mohini said you can share a little what preaching you're doing. Yeah. And then after, maybe you want to invite Bimal Prabhu to share what's going on in his family community.
His family community?
Yeah.
All right.
You tag him.
All right, Dandavats, dear devotees. It's a pleasure to be up here sharing and trying to connect with you. It's really a pleasure to be around the association of wonderful people, wonderful devotees. Devotees like Anandamoyi Didi that is offering herself literally, and that's just one example of multiple. And answering her request, what's going on in Salt Lake City Temple? Well, the answer is pretty simple. It's just preaching and kirtan all the time, every day, and it starts at 8 a.m. in the morning. Srileka Didi is setting the example of what Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat is, and that is preaching, and that is kirtan. Kirtan doesn't only mean colon cartels or music or sound, but it's preaching and sharing the conception of Mahaprabhu with everyone, with all souls. Salt Lake City is an interesting place for preaching. If you think about it, there are many different religious institutions in that city. There's Catholicism, there's Christian Orthodox, there's Muslim, there are ISKCON temples as well, and also the Mormon churches in Salt Lake City. So it's a religious place. It's a place to find answers, to find some connection with the divine world. And at the same time, it's a very youthful place. There are many young people in Salt Lake City. So it's the perfect place for sharing the conception of Sri Chaitanya, Sri Mahaprabhu Chaitanya, Dev. So, every Wednesday, every Friday, and every Sunday, there's an opportunity for everyone to hear about the Lord, to hear about what Seva is, what offering oneself is. Sometimes many young people come and join our programs. I've experienced that some of them that have never had a connection to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga, they have ended up crying after hearing the preaching service of our leaders. And I feel so fortunate to have this connection and to see how new people come, to see how new people feel the affection, feel the connection, feel the love of the devotees. And that just inspires me so much to keep going. There's a lot of movement in the Salt Lake City Temple. Devotees coming, devotees going. Sometimes the ashram is full of devotee and service. Some other times there's only one devotee doing everything. But one thing is for sure, the preaching never stops. And I have to thank this to not only Raikishori Didi, to Sudarshan Prabhu, and to Shrileka Didi, but also to the devotees that every day they tuned to the preaching seva online. That is Bimal Krishna Prabhu for sure, is Kumkum Didi, Gangalila Didi, and many other devotees. And that is an evidence that this is alive. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. It's not about the form, it's about the substance. It is not about the surface, but it's about the depth. To try to see each time more and more internally. And the less we judge, the less we see faults in our environment, the better. And the more we see faults in ourselves, the better. Yeah. And that is, and I'm sharing these thoughts because 1 year ago I wouldn't think like this. I'm a very young devotee. I actually don't have anything to share. I'm just repeating what I've heard in Sri Chaitanya Saraswat mission, Salt Lake City, Utah mission. 1 year ago I wouldn't have these type of thoughts. I would be judging my environment. I will be trying to calculate every move and try to arrange things so that I can attract the people that I want to attract. But through Seva, through Kirtan, through the environment revealing things about myself, consciousness have been adjusted, and by mercy I can see a little bit more deeper. And that is an evidence that it is alive. So that is what Sri Chaitanya Saraswat mission in Utah has done for me. And it's going on every week, every day. And I hope it can still be doing that for a long time, because it has changed the life. And I will be eternally grateful. So I'm pretty sure that out there are many young guys that are looking for answers. And I'm pretty sure this is going to change their lives. And as long as I have the chance to be around the devotees in Salt Lake City, I will try to give myself to make that possible and help the devotees there. So that's everything that I have to share. If you haven't been in the Salt Lake City temple, this is your opportunity to go. We will wait for you with much affection. We're going to take care of you. There's no pumas or cougars over there. You don't have to worry about that. All right, so Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mission Ki Jai. Bimal, please come to the stage. It will be a pleasure to hear you.
I noticed everybody cleared out.
Oh,
They're like,
people are still watching. Krishna Prabhu with their
Oh,
eyes.
Jai,
Yeah,
Dandavat.
there are a lot of people.
Dandavat to you all.
Yes.
First thing I will say is my appreciation for Govinda Mela, because 2 years ago when I first came, this really inspired me in my spiritual life because it was lacking. I'll just leave it like that. So this was a huge, caused a big transformation in my life. And like Haridev Prabhu says, this guy, he's 1 year ago, he started his trajectory into Krishna consciousness, and look at, he could have sat here and give a 2-hour class probably. It's incredible. You can see what effect this has on people. I mean, we're all here. Gurudev, we're here for Gurudev, and Gurudev can use us in whatever way he likes. And there are people who are coming here who need certain things in their life, and I think that if we're open vessels and we're allowing these things to come to us and just seeing the environment as friendly and pushing us, and when an opportunity comes, we take that opportunity. We can touch people, we can touch ourselves. This is a big thing for my life. So now I don't have a community where I'm at necessarily, but I do have an online community, and I have great friends who I can reach out to. So I watch the morning class every morning. Before work, I turn it on and I chant japa, and I watch Sri Lekha Didi reading Chaitanya Charitamrita in the mornings. And then on my way to work, and while I'm at work, my first 10 minutes at work, I'm not working, I'm finishing the class. But don't tell my boss. But yes, Jai. And then, so the evenings, Srila Madhusudan Maharaj, he does a wonderful Zoom class, Back to Bhakti Basics. For anyone who is kind of maybe secluded, or anyone who just wants to contribute and join and have the association of a devotee, a Vaishnava, Srila Madhusudan Maharaj gives Zoom classes, and we can get on, and sometimes a theme comes up and we all contribute in some way, but it's beautiful, and it's wonderful association online for anyone who doesn't have a community necessarily nearby. And that's every Wednesday and Saturday, California time, 7 o'clock. So I'm not sure. I think they go by the Mott time though. I'm not going to be very helpful, but you can find that information. They have a Facebook page, and so that's kind of my practice. We watch the Sunday programs, Salt Lake City. They stream the program, so we turn that on, put it on our big TV, and we take part in that way. I'm always bugging them, texting in the requests for kirtans, and and just trying to read. I think it's really important. We forget that if we're feeling really far away from Gurudev, or Guru Maharaj or Srila Prabhupada, they're all there in their words, in their books. And if we read these books, it's really important to read the books. Yes. Because they're there for a reason. These are living things. Everything that's in there can touch us, and it might not, certain days it may not be relevant, but other days it'll hit you, and it becomes very relevant. So, reading the books are very important. And for me right now, Sri Sri Upadeshamrita has been a very big, that book, Sripad Tyagi Maharaj, I believe, put it together, but it's so beautiful. Srila Sridhar Maharaj's illuminations in there are mind-blowing, mind-blowingly beautiful. And Sri Sri Upadeshamrita. And just so many things. I bet the one verse that I've read recently, I really love it, is sometimes Krishna consciousness can be, he mentions it, and I'm going to slaughter this, so forgive me and forgive my offenses trying to explain it, but everything can feel so abstract in Krishna consciousness. We can try to, it's the infinite. We're trying to search out the infinite with our mind or whatnot, but ultimately, Guru Maharaj says, everything is so abstract, but the devotee can make everything harmonize and make everything clear. And there's a few pages in there that he speaks it so beautifully and so inspiringly. He says, we have to go along with the friend. We can't, what are we going to do? Are we going to stop this journey now? It's impossible. None of us can go back to the way things were. And you know, sometimes we may kind of veer to the side, and then with the mercy, we come back, you know. I've been there in my life, and just thanks to the devotees, like, I'm inspired to keep going. The Govinda Mela really inspired me more than ever, so I'm super grateful for this program and all the devotees, all the love. And I want to point out too, I know they were talking about everyone who does stuff, so every morning I see Shama out here when no one else is out back, and she's cleaning all the tables and putting all the chairs away and straightening everything and, you know, cleaning up trash so that it looks presentable. And I love that those devotees, they're out. Kalindi Didi is always so sweet, giving affection. There's just devotees here that they're doing things all the time, and there's no recognition, but they're doing them, and it's such a beautiful thing.
Madhavananda Prabhu, Shama's husband, he did all the pots this morning.
Jai. Madhavananda Prabhu washed all of the pots this morning. Jai. But so sweet. Anyway, I'm inspired by you all, and I'm just really grateful to be here and feeling blessed. I you know, all of Gurudev's servitors, so my dandavats to you all. Jai. Jai. Jai.
Jai Vima Krishna Prabhu ki.
Or Madhava or Jai Krishna Prabhu, you can't decide.
Thumb wrestle to see who comes up. Madhava Prabhu, you'd like to get up?
You're always inviting people to the ashram. What do you say to them?
I got you.
Jai Vima Krishna Prabhu.
Haribo. Well, I'm very honored to be able to address such a company like this. I'm just a regular guy who lived up in Santa Cruz and grew up surfing and looking for, you know, sweet trouble, and hurt myself a few times that way. But when I've come here, after going through as many communes and hippie experiences, I found here where actually the whole heart is got a center. And we have no center when we're having these communities where everybody is looking for their own pleasure. So here we find pleasure in Seva. And this experience grants a boon to us for the actual establishment of real intelligence. Because prior to that, we're working on our own cleverness, and always with a design to how will I be served. And this position is a tragedy of a human experience to waste your life that way. But all the time we're looking for some inspiration, and it comes from shallow experiences until we hit what I call pay dirt. And then when we find that nugget, and we find our teacher, we find Guru, we find Krishna, there is no turning back. And everything is set in motion, and it's just a matter of time before we are purchased into the community at large, and we lose our self-importance, which is impossible to do without mercy. So we are mercy miners, and we're hoping to continue with each other to have that association. I'm seeing that we are. I just watched a flower arrangement in the temple, and one lily was out of place, and so one of the devotees took that lily and put it in place by putting it in with the others, so it would stand up. A perfect example of what we're doing for each other, and it's a sweetness that we can't find in the normal material world, which is looking for self-profit. So here we find a place to put our hearts. Hare Krishna. Dandavats. Haribo. There, I said something.
Said nicely.
All right, then who else is next?
There's steps. You can put it right in that thing. Right?
I don't think they're here.
Oh, you're not here?
I cannot.
Why don't you share the Vyasa It's an open mic.
It is. We're supposed to go up to the spot. Yeah, like right.
Can you help? There's stairs on the other side.
I should go up. I actually don't know where it is.
He came in and that's what he was
I see the mic. Give the mic. This doesn't go down.
We're going to Sudarshan. He's about to say Samadhi.
Oh. Wait, we're gonna have to do it somewhere else.
That one older Prabhu, I see him walking West Cliff Drive every day with his beads, chanting. So inspirational. What was his name, the speaker that was just on?
Bimal Krishna?
Yeah.
Madhav.
I see him every day walking West Cliff, chanting and blessing people. But I just wanted to say I came here for the first time for the first Mela 2 years ago and camped for the full week with my friend, my companion, and she and I were up next to the family of the lady that organizes the camping sites. Yeah, and the little girl Luna. They were so helpful and charming, and I just was so touched by that week-long stay here, how it was enlivening spiritually. And it's funny when you leave here and you go down back into the world. And when I left Wednesday, I was on my e-bike, and as I'm pulling into 41st Avenue, the first thing I hear is, "You idiot!" Because I was crossing the intersection and this truck was coming, and I thought, well, welcome to the free world, you know. But like the support you get around the spiritual community is remarkable. Thank you all.
Thank you.
3:30, yeah.
What is your name?
What's your name?
Scott.
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 Very good. Thank you,
Trip on
Scott.
there. Watch there's slope there. The kids kind of crush. Yeah, that's fine. I just didn't want you to fall on the stage.
Prabhu, that class will be here or up
It's
there?
at the Samadhi Mandir.
Samadhi
right?
Mandir, right?
Before you go, can you share what you're doing for preaching the last year? How you're,
Me?
yeah, it's an open mic.
Okay. Can I just stand?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Dandavat. My name is Arun Krishnadas.
Thank you, Scott.
I don't know. I really don't know what kind of preaching I've been doing, but as I've heard from other senior Vaishnavas, Guru Maharaj, Gurudev has said, if you have 5 rupees, start your business with 5 rupees. You don't have to accumulate too much sukriti or anything else. You don't have to master anything. Whatever you know, just share it with an open heart. And to that extent, I feel I'm a little, some sukriti or some good fortune allowed me to be in India for some reason, and I've come here. So I just share what I know a little bit, and that is about Sanskrit and somewhat Bangla, and the spiritual knowledge that is really condensed and presented in a coherent way by Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat. So most of the work that I do is really, I've been doing some online classes on Kirtan, especially during COVID time. And at work, I had some liberty in terms of time, so it was easy for me to do it. And where I would go word by word, describe the meaning, the word meaning, the root of of the Bangla word in terms of Sanskrit. What is the meaning contextual in the scriptures? What is being implied? And then just share the beauty and the power, the knowledge and the power that comes from singing the kirtans that we have. That's what I've been doing. And then on Sunday, I was given the opportunity to start the kirtan, and that gave Srila Janardhan Maharaj some more time to give his presence to the online audience and with the devotees in India. So that's a little service that I've been trying to do. But as Srila Bhaktisundar Govinda Goswami Maharaj has said, the best form of preaching is by giving association to other devotees, other seekers. And to me, I've been a seeker for many years and had been confused and got rebounded from here to there. But finally, when I find people who have got similar mindset at mine, which is more scientific, objective, or more materialistic, then giving them insight to what is that thing that is orchestrating this material world, I would say that is all that I've been trying to do is chant the name, chant your rounds, and many of the good friends that I have met and people who have been attracted to Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat was when they ask questions, so what are you chanting? And then ask some sincere question, and when they get the answers that I have received from our Guru Varg, then the bulb goes on and they are attracted. So I think that's all we can do is give association to others and chant the name of Gauranga Mahaprabhu and most importantly Nityananda Prabhu, because they are the one who are so merciful that even to the most unqualified, they give entrance to chanting the name of Sri Sri Radha Krishna. And that is the highest benediction anyone can have in Kali Yuga. And does not require any qualification, and it is easy to chant. And the doors will just open up thereafter. Just keep chant and be happy. That's all I can say. Right.
Thank you, bro. Nada más. Yes. Yes, Avadut Maharaj is giving class 4:30 today.
4:30
Yeah.
here?
Yeah. Here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now it is
Yeah. So now,
You're turning to Samadhi Mandir.
hello. Oh, okay. So now we have two classes at the same time, but we have two broadcasts at the same time by the divine intervention of our beautiful audio team and video team. So we're gonna have in the Samadhi Mandir a class about Kirtan with Sudarshan Rakshari, Arun Prabhu, Bimal Prabhu. And here in the Pandal, we are bringing to you for the first time was a big task because they're all super shy, they are super humble, and they say, why they want to hear from me? But I realized, no, you have a treasure that we are really eager to see. So we're going to have a little break to prepare the stage, but when we come back, we are going to see the wonderful Seva of the sewing room that serves the deities in Soquel for 30 years?
No, 29.
29 years. I was so close.
1996 is when the Divas came.
Okay, 1996 is when the deities came. So I'm going to hold all that. We're going to be back in 5 minutes. You don't want to miss that. Jai Gurudev.
Right now, up at the Samadhi.
Yeah. And here at the same time we have the sewing class. Inside the Seva, Sharanangi and all her amazing pupils. Yeah. So we have my Dehi.
Yeah, she's with me.
Okay, and where is Krishna Mohini and Malika?
Around.
Do you want me to hunt for them?
Well, I messaged them both.
The thing with us sewing nerds is that we're so used to working on our own schedules. It can be hard to track us down some days.
Yeah, and if nobody checks their phone,
Right.
but my name's here, so that's something. What do you mean? Well, I have to the audience either. That's okay, we talk to each other. Hi! All right, we got Krishna Mo, we got Deepana, we got Krishna Mo. Get over here.
Hanging in there, the sunny's here. She's giving a class for the kids.
Try to get a picture when your dad finished and he was arrived during his time, maybe. And
She's not going to be No, she's not going to recall any show because Huh? I missed it though. There was something in James.
Is this the class that we're missing?
Is there supposed to be a class here?
Yeah, there's supposed to be
What?
a sewing demonstration. Right now.
So I can do now or just come in?
No, 4:30. You're just talking.
4:30.
4:30, 3:30. There's kirtan up at the Samadhi.